I know who is behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Well, that's how you're acting. The Innsmouthers didn't want to end up here, and they didn't do it to spite you. Your hatred leaves them no choice but to retaliate. Can't you see the vicious cycle here? Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. If you keep tarring every Innsmouther with the same brush, you'll radicalize them. And then all this will happen again. The only reason the EOD gained power here is because Innsmouthers had nowhere else to turn. You have to stop being part of the problem. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
One man. Not all of them. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister. Fresh fish.
The fish market you see now was sponsored by the generous Blackwood family and maintained by the Honorable Marsh family from Innsmouth.
Just caught, mister. Come, find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. And each of us has a part to play. And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work, infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable, incomprehensible.
I guess this city wouldn't be complete without a doomsday prophet.
Let me assure you, I am anything but. I am called Ebernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed, good to meet you. Blackwood, you're a member of the Grand Family.
I am indeed the last of that line. Inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
I'll see you around.
Being good Christians, we're giving the Innsmouth refugees a chance to earn their bread. So pack up and leave the fish market.
What are you doing? You can't just kill us all. That's our market.
The Blackwoods will continue to support the Innsmouthers, and we expect the Marsh family to keep their word too.
The Innsmouthers took over the fish market with the help of the Blackwoods, who cut a tidy deal with the Marsh. What are you selling, mister? I don't see any goods.
I offer what everyone in this Borg needs most. Safety and comfort. You a newcomer? Where are you staying?
The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Oh, old Victor always thinks so small. A man of your talents could earn his board 100 ways. Maybe you want some more spending money?
Sorry, mister. I'm not taking on extra work right now. Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Well, it's not like I have options. I gotta find the scientist. Now, what's the price?
Believe me, I'll be glad to help you find her. But I need a little help first.
Yeah, I figured. What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon?
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
Oh, thank you. I know where they got her. You fix things for me, I can get you in. For sure. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Pick your poison.
A little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Pal, I've no idea what you're talking about.
Come on. I know those people meet here. I just need to talk to them.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taking him so long. Here's the address.
Got it.
One more thing. If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life, if you catch my drift.
Left by something heavy with wheels. The blood's almost dry. Empty, but reeks of gasoline. I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back, their history. Get 'em, boys. No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Someone was looking for a crate here and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair. Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops, and, well, they made it pretty savage.
What? Okay, I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Nay, I'll handle it. But take my advice. The boss is the only man who can arrange a bon voyage. Don't do anything to make him unhappy. There, on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, fella. What do you do when you see a dog? Pet it or kick it away?
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
Right you are. You're a new one, huh? Come with us.
No offense, but I'm not keen on going anywhere with you guys. Just point the way to your boss and I'll be alright.
That ain't happening, pal. You're going with us willingly or by force. I'm fine with either.
Just take me to your boss.
Who are you, and what the drock do you want? And let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Heard you can help with, certain things.
So you want a favor from me, Mr. Reed. And what would that be?
I want to smuggle a man out of the city.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed. It won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer. But you're doing business with that old ape-lover Throgmorton. I think that's interesting. That tells me you're worth something, kid. Now, I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first. My name's Brutus Carpenter, rightful head of the Carpenter family. Second thing, someone tried to kill me a week ago.
You're not asking me to track them down and kill them, are you?
No, kid. I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case isn't the only option. I want to try to do things differently.
I wasn't expecting mercy from a crime boss. So, what's the catch?
It's not a trick, kid. I couldn't give a damn what you think about me. When you're at death's door, it makes you reassess your priorities.
Alright, color me interested. How did this all happen?
I woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet. I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver, and I was covered in this weird rancid slime. I managed to get myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home made me think I had a screw loose.
And? What did you see?
Me, kid. Some palooka wearing my face and walking out my front door like all was well with the world. So I decided to get out and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing. I guess they got the wrong guy.
What was your last memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that, only bits and pieces. I remember writing something in my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes could tell us how it all started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strongbox in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
It must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this. I'm vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself. Another good reason to bring in an independent contractor.
You mentioned your son, Graham. Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
You sound pretty sure about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart. It's become a bit of a headache, actually. Of course, we've had our differences, especially about the family business, but he would never hurt a fly, let alone me.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the address.
I got it.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Just calm down. No need for violence.
Hey you! No loitering. Only workers are permitted on the premises.
You're handing out supplies for free. That seems awful charitable.
Mr. Carpenter is a pillar of our community, generously donating half of our supplies to the people of Oakmont in their time of need.
I'm looking for work. I heard you might have a job.
Sure. There's a sack of potatoes in the basement of the manor. Go get it. Bring it here, okay?
Got it.
Get a move on then.
Bye. So, where are the potatoes?
Ah, please, friend. Don't take away my food.
Your food? This is stolen. This sack was meant to go to the hungry.
We are the hungry, mister. Me and my family. I have 5 children to feed and nothing to feed them with. And look, we'll starve to death without it. Have a heart.
I don't get it. You can have food for free. The carpenters are distributing it. So why steal?
They'd only give me 1 portion. Even though I told them that my wife and kids are too weak to get here.
Don't worry, I get it. Look, hang on to the sack for now. I'll try to work something out for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, mister. Kay bless you. You're a lifesaver.
Just don't go anywhere. I'll be back soon. There's a minor issue.
What? What issue?
Well, the sack was stolen by one of your workers. I tracked him down so he's not going anywhere, but I'm trying to decide what to do with him.
Damn thieves. Man, take them.
I'm sure your boss would want to know about it, but I can see you're pretty busy. Tell you what, I'll go talk to him for you.
You're right. I'm needed here. Vera, go see Mr. Graham Carpenter and report the incident. He's upstairs.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, Graham Carpenter. How can I help?
One of your workers is a thief. Stole a sack of potatoes.
Oh. I do hope my people haven't taken it into their own hands.
Not yet. Is there a way to solve this peacefully? The guy has a hungry family. That's why he stole.
I won't punish a man for trying to feed his family. Why didn't he simply ask me for more food? Tell him he can keep what he stole. If he needs more, let him come back. It may be that he'll need medicine, too. Can you give him this? It's not much, but it'll help.
No offense, but why such generosity all of a sudden? I mean, this distribution of supplies.
I hope to set an example for the other influential families of Oakmont. Together we can make our city a better place. Besides, after the incident with the poisoned fish, people were left with nothing to eat. I had to take action to prevent starvation.
I thought Brutus was the head of the Carpenter family. Something changed?
Oh, no, not at all. My father's still in charge. I've simply taken on some of his responsibilities. He's past his prime and needs more rest.
The mask. Why do you wear it?
A war wound. I prefer not to discuss it if you don't mind.
Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole. Brutus Carpenter, I presume.
Yes, that's right. Did you bring me something to eat? I'm very hungry.
No, sorry.
Ah, well, move on then.
Huh. Now, weren't you the one who called Robert an ape lover, Brutus?
What you making, kid?
Me again. Hey, you can relax. Everything's been taken care of. The sack is yours.
Oh, bless you, sir. My little ones will eat today because of you.
Look, I talked to Carpenter about your situation. He said to come by whenever you've a need. He'll do right by your family.
Really? I didn't know Mr. Carpenter was so generous. That family sure has changed. Thank you again, friend.
You said the Carpenters have changed. What were they like before? Hey, you can shoot straight with me. It's all right. We'll keep it between us.
Worse. A lot worse. Criminals and murderers. Rumors are their boss, Brutus, defiled several women and got away scot-free. Oh, terrible. People called them a grand family. Their word is law in Oakmont, along with the Throgmortons and Blackwoods. Tread carefully with them.
Hey, listen. I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise? Okay. What is it?
Carpenter wanted me to give you this.
Kay bless him and his generosity. Please, send him my thanks. I pray that Kay grants me one more day